when we talk about the reaction with alpha-beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. So this is an example of an alpha-beta unsaturated carbonyl compound undergo reaction with ethyl magnesium iodide. There are two products that are being formed. Most likely, it had to be the 1,2 addition product, which would have been the major product, because normally this ethyl would have been added across this carbon and you would form a product which you normally form in all the addition types of reaction across a carbonyl oxygen carbon oxygen bond. So 1,2 would have been a major product, but you can see here that this is unusual, this is abnormal. Why? Because you find that the major product is not 1,2 but is 1,4 addition product. The 1,4 addition product is a major product because in this product there is less steric hindrance, because in 1,4 addition product there is less steric hindrance. When we write the mechanism also, it is very clear the first addition takes place across 1,2, which is normally you know how to write the mechanism, and for 1,4 again you have to do the addition and just rearrange the double bond, because you can see here now the double bond is missing because the addition in the second or in the 1,4 would take place on this carbon. That's it. So there is no change or there is no difference, but remember the message here is for 1,2 addition it is across carbon oxygen bond, for 1,4 addition it is addition across carbon carbon double bond. It is unlikely that this product would have been formed as a major, but we find that the unusual behavior is accounted for the less of steric, because of the fact that the 1,4 addition product has less steric crowd, has less steric hindrance, the alkyl groups are quite far apart from each other. That is why 1,4 addition is a major product and 1,2 addition is the minor product, which are the Michael addition products. So I think these two reactions account for the unusual behavior of the Grignard reaction, where an unusual kind of addition takes place, which is not expected or which is unexpected, which should not have formed but still happens, because then the steric hindrance or the steric crowd gets compensated when you do the unusual kind of the reaction. So I think we have done or covered most of the Grignard reagent in all these lectures, and we have seen the preparation, the synthesis of the Grignard reagent. We have seen the importance. We have seen the importance of the carbon metal bond. Why is this bond so important? And this bond forms the core, the crux of the entire reaction. We saw its preparation, various precautions that were taken while preparing it. Then we discussed the structure of the Grignard reagent. Then we talked about its physical properties. And then finally, the chemical properties, which are the most significant, because Grignard reagent is a very fashionable motif, a very fashionable entity, because then it is used for the preparation of various. So you can make a tree where Grignard reagent being the center, you can prepare an alcohol, you can prepare a ketone, you can prepare various kinds of organic compounds, which are either nucleophilic substitution reactions, which are less, and major are the addition reactions, which are major or which form the major part of the chemical reactions. The last part of the Grignard was the abnormal behavior, where we talked about these two reactions where the abnormal behavior is accounted for. Again, very limited examples. These are the only examples which you have to understand and learn for the abnormal behavior of the Grignard reagent. The next organometallic compounds are the organolithium compounds, which we'll be discussing in detail. So Grignard reagent is the most elaborately and well-studied organometallic compounds, followed by organolithium compounds. So we'll be talking about the